Welcome to Second Listen Saturday on the Parenting Roundabout podcast, where we share some fun moments from a past episode for your weekend listening pleasure. Look for new episodes every Monday through Friday.
Today, I'm obsessing about travel, with and without kids, and the conveniences that make it bearable. So,
did you have a nice trip?
I had a great trip, minus the weather, because I had to wear a coat. But
yeah, Kansas City is like that this time of year.
I was very inconvenienced by the fact that I had to bring a coat and boots. But I think I've stayed in my fair share of hotels over the years, and I would say for the most part, and I mean, we're not 5-star luxury hotel people. I think we're probably just middle of the road. Kind of. We're not the Super 8 motel type of people anymore. We might have been when we were younger, just because of finances.
Yeah, but we've upgraded a bit.
Kind of graduated a little bit. And you know what? I'm just really big on hotels that have conveniences. And the hotel that I stayed at, which I'm going to shout out also later on this week, was just full of conveniences like USB ports beside the bed. Right?
Nice.
Oh, like in the lamp or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or in the wall.
That's cool.
It was in the wall. And a laptop desk that you could put on your lap and use as a desk. And
that's nice.
The closet was amazing. It had all these different organizing things. So, and I just think, and then I had a full-size fridge and a coffee maker and a microwave. And I just think,
like a little mini suite.
The little mini suite, and it was just fantastic. And I'm just all about that stuff, and it's not so hard. I mean, to add those little things that make it a little bit easier,
Yeah, we stayed in a hotel like that. I think it might be the same chain that you mentioned, that you'll mention tomorrow. But and it also had
we're really bringing the suspense.
It also had a smart TV.
Yes.
And we could put in our Netflix password and watch Netflix on the TV instead of our laptop.
Yeah.
Just that alone was like, okay, I'm staying here forever.
That's this one too. It had this one too.
We did not have one at home at that time, so it was particularly cool. So, and like you say, those aren't huge things. But they just make you feel, wow.
I know. And
I'm staying in a hotel.
It totally makes you loyal.
So cool.
Even in the bathroom, you know how you usually have the typical soap and shampoo? So this had Neutrogena facial wipes for makeup.
Ooh.
Little packets.
Fancy.
I know, right? And I just thought, wow, this is really, it had a coat hanger, like coat hangers built in the wall. This is a step up, right?
Did they have the showers with no door?
They did. They totally did.
It's the same.
But,
and there was also something, the place we stayed, there was something with the mirror that you were supposed to be able to do something fancy with the mirror, and we could not figure it out. And
sometimes
so on the
they
way
have
out, we asked,
TV built in.
We asked what it was, and it was something like you could set it to have a certain level of light, and it would be personalized to you or something like that. You had to put your fingerprint on it, or your handprint or something. So we're going to stay there again, I think. It was near where my son was competing in Special Olympics. So I think we'll go back and we'll ask about the mirror ahead of time so we will know what to do.
I didn't know that feature existed.
Get the full
so sad.
high-tech experience from our lovely hotel room.
Yeah.
No shower door freaked me out a little bit, but it worked okay.
Yeah,
Didn't
it worked
get water
out
all
okay.
over the
And
place.
then this one actually had the handle at the entrance to the shower, and then the shower head was at the opposite side, so that you could turn it on and warm it up before stepping into the
luxury.
Cool. Total luxury.
We don't ask for much.
I just want a fridge. Whenever
we just wanted a
go,
little cooler than what we have. Yeah, fridges are nice.
I mean, whenever we go for skating trips, so whenever I'm in a hotel that's not for skating and I'm there, just for one night and I don't need a fridge,
Yeah.
it has a fridge. When I go for skating and I'm trapped in a hotel because I don't have a car and I need to bring food or order food or whatever, and then there's not a fridge.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like improvising with an ice bucket, and that does not work.
But we're not talking about like a mini bar fridge here. We're talking about like a regular mini suite fridge and a.
I'll take the mini bar if that's all I can get, because sometimes they don't even have that, and it's like, isn't this pretty standard at this point? Like,
one would think
that's what I need, along with the Wi-Fi, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
And don't make me re-enter the code every 8 hours.
Yes.
No.
And don't make me pay for it.
Well,
it doesn't cost
that
you
was
anything.
the other thing about this place. I mean, you just hopped on your computer and you were logged in.
So
It
awesome.
was great.
That's nice.
So many conveniences.
Yes.
And free breakfast. Had free breakfast.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was more than just pastries.
Uh-huh.
We
Yeah.
had like real
that's
food.
good.
Yeah. That's nice. I like that.
And 24/7 coffee, fresh coffee, and
Ooh.
water in the lobby.
Did they have like this wasn't another place we stayed had like cookies, free cookies in the lobby anytime. Jar of free cookies.
Yeah.
And coffee in the lobby.
And a little mini shop.
The last place we stayed for skating, they had like the coffee pots and hot water pots
Yes.
in the lobby all the time, and
Yeah.
that was great.
Yes.
I mean, I drank so much tea. Because this was when it was like 50 below zero.
yeah.
It was one of those days.
Yes.
So I certainly wasn't leaving the building. And I just kept walking down the stairs and filling up my cup.
And I think they had like little seats and fireplace too, so you could just get your hot beverage and sit there in the lobby if you wanted to. Or it was very convenient to get there from the rooms. That was nice.
And I like when there's a pool, but for kids, I mean, but at this last one, it actually worked out great because the pool closed like right when we were coming back from something.
Aww.
So we didn't have to deal with like all the kids wanting to swim and being too loud and all this stuff.
So early closing hours on the pool are an amenity we value.
Exactly. Surprise.
Isn't that the truth, though?
Yeah.
Is it because we're expecting more now? Like, that we think... Because, for example, there was a plane that I was on when I took this trip. It was a brand new plane to the company. So it was a brand new addition to their fleet. And it was like this super duper big plane, and it's supposed to fly faster, and you walk on and it has like this music playing, the soft music, and there's lighting, and it's super, you're feeling like really swish. And then they say to us as we sit down and get buckled in, they're like, yeah, well, this plane, blah, 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 it's so fantastic, but it's still too new to have Wi-Fi. And I was so indignant. I was like, are you kidding me? What? It's becoming like, it's human right. I'm sorry. How dare you not provide Wi-Fi? I know. So are we expecting too much? Is that my question?
I don't think so. It's like the things that seem to be not a big deal, I expect them to do. It's so nice for, it shouldn't be difficult to provide Wi-Fi on a plane. I don't know.
Right?
But maybe it interferes with navigational things or something, but they should have figured that out by now.
They're just providing a hotspot.
Yeah, and
how
if
hard
you're
is
going to have a
that?
TV in a hotel to make it a smart TV, that seems like a pretty easy thing, and yet it's so impressive. I was so impressed by it. It was so nice. And, the lap desk, that can't be a real big deal, but boy, I would love to have that because I'm always sitting in a hotel bed doing work.
Exactly.
And all this, so yeah, maybe we are, and I'm sure the super duper cheapo spoon people who are staying at the Motel 6 are scoffing at us right now. But I'm enough extra to appreciate those things. I think they should give those to us.
I mean, I was, I think, and most of us on the plane went, what? I got to sit on this plane for 4 hours and not have Wi-Fi?
No. Yeah, that's rough.
But, yeah, it was a very big inconvenience. But I don't know.
But what a weird excuse. Like, the plane is too new to
Yeah,
have
wouldn't you
Wi-Fi? That
think that
doesn't
would
make
be-
sense at all.
That
But
does
then
not
I
make
also
sense.
think too, because now that particular airline is really trying to push their free TVs and movies on their
Oh.
app. So maybe they were doing that to force us to go to their, I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. That'd be tricky marketing, but I don't
Yes.
know. Anyway,
Yes, I would be unsatisfied.
so much to complain about. Come on, people. But just get with the
No,
times.
today's obsessing.
Today's
just so you know.
so much to obsess about. We're obsessed about those things we want and how sad we are when we don't get them.
And we deserve.
We deserve.
Fortunately, our podcast has all the amenities you could possibly want, but sadly, it has to end right now.